Good morning to all my love. You all are fine and you all are safe wherever you are right now. Children, our today's topic is adjectives. Okay, so I'm going to tell you everything about adjectives. Okay, according to your class. Okay, you all are in class 6 and a child of class 6, whatever he or she should know about adjectives, I'm going to tell you everything about that. We'll make everything very clear. We'll do exercises, everything. Okay. So let me just share a PDF with you. Yeah. So we are going to study about adjectives and degrees of comparison. What are they? Yes, we are going to do them step by step. Now, first of all, we should know what are adjectives. Now, I had already explained you what are nouns. You all know by now what are nouns and what are pronouns. Okay. Again, if you want to revive it, then I must tell you, uh, nouns are all the naming words, the names of anything. Okay, and pronouns are the words used instead of nouns. Okay, like he, she, it, they, this, that, who, which, whom, all these are pronouns. And nouns are of course all the naming words. Now why am I telling you about nouns and pronouns? Because for knowing, for to know about adjectives, you first must know what are nouns and pronouns. But of course, we have taken your classes on these topics and you know about them very well now. If you have a confusion, please see the earlier videos and everything would be very clear to you. Now, what are adjectives? Adjectives are the words that describe a noun or pronoun in a sentence. Okay, now, you can also call them describing words. When little children are taught about adjectives, they are said they're told that they are describing words. Now, what does this describing words mean? Now, suppose if I say uh, car. Car is a noun. It's the name of a thing. If I say red car, okay, then what kind of car? Red. So this red word is describing the car. Okay, describing the noun car. So red is an adjective. If suppose I say I have 3 cars. I have 3 cars. How many cars? 3 cars. So this 3 tells us something about the cars. And so this is again a describing word on, and this is an adjective. Okay, suppose I say intelligent girl. Intelligent girl. Now, what kind of girl? Intelligent. So, this intelligent is telling us something about the girl. This is a describing word, and so this is an adjective. Now, let's see some examples. He has 3 sisters. Now, sisters is the noun, okay, the name of a relation. So sisters is a noun, and how many sisters? 3 sisters. So 3 tells us something about the sisters, and so 3 is adjective here. Now in the sentence B, his house is there. Now house is the noun, okay. Now whose house? His house. So his is the word which is telling us something about the house. It is telling us that the house belongs to whom? Whose house? His house. So his is the adjective over here. Shalini wore a new dress. So dress is the noun. Okay, name of a thing. Now what kind of dress? New dress. So new is the adjective here, and so uh, dress is the noun and new is the adjective. It is telling us something about the dress. Now he has a blue pen. Pen is the noun. What kind of pen? Blue pen. So blue is the word which is the adjective here. It is telling us something about the pen. Rohan is a good boy. Now boy is the noun. What kind of boy? Good boy. So good is the adjective. This is a big bag. So bag is the noun, name of a thing. What kind of bag? Big bag. So big is the adjective here. Of course, adjectives are of different kinds. Yes, we are going to learn all about them. Okay. Now, let's see further. Now, what's written over here? An adjective is a descriptive word. Descriptive means you don't have to worry about this word. Descriptive means simply it tells us something about the noun or pronoun. An adjective tells us something, okay, about the noun or pronoun. Then it modifies a noun or pronoun. Modifies means it adds something. It adds something. That means if I say, I have a car. I have a car. Okay. Now, car is the noun here. But if I say, I have a blue car, then this blue car is of course modifying the noun car. Why modifying? Means it is telling us something more about that noun, about car. Okay. So that is what I wanted to tell you. Now let us look at the position of adjectives. Now see, adjectives are usually placed before nouns, but sometimes they may be placed after nouns as well. See children, adjective can be anywhere in the sentence. You must not think that adjective is always going to be together with the noun. No, that's not the case. We'll see an example over here. Ragini is a creative person. Okay, Ragini is the noun also and person is the noun also. So what kind of person? Creative. Okay, so creative is the adjective. Now we can also write that Ragini is creative. Instead of writing Ragini is a creative person, we can also say that Ragini is creative. Now, Ragini is the noun and this creative word is telling us something about Ragini only. Who is creative? Ragini. So, this creative word is telling us something about Ragini. This is an adjective, but it is not placed with Ragini. Okay. See this sentence. That girl is creative. Now, that girl is creative. Creative is not coming with girl, but it is talking about the girl only. Okay. Which is a noun. So creative is an adjective. It may be there. So the adjective may be there with the noun or it may be after the noun also. Now the dress is new. Okay. We can also say that this is a new dress. Now here new dress, new, the adjective is coming with dress. Okay. But in this sentence, the dress is new. Now what is new? Dress. Dress is the noun. And new tells us about dress. So this is adjective. So adjective may be there with the noun or it may be there after the noun also. Okay. The child is pretty. We can also say that this is a pretty child. Now pretty comes with child. This is an adjective. If we say the child is pretty, who is pretty? The child. So pretty is telling us something about the child. It is an adjective, but it is not placed with child. It is separated from that. Okay. So possession can be any. You have to see whether the word is telling us something about the noun or pronoun in the sentence. Okay. Now, we have an exercise here. Circle the adjectives of the underlined nouns. They have given you the nouns in every sentence and you have to circle the adjective. So first example, let's see. Ripe mangoes are delicious. So mangoes is underlined. And what kind of mangoes? Ripe mangoes. Okay. So, and What are delicious? Mangoes are delicious. So both the words ripe and delicious are telling us something about the mangoes. So they are adjectives. Okay, we just have to encircle them. Now, first sentence. The princess had long and black hair. The princess had long and black hair. Now, the noun is underlined, which is hair. Okay. Now, what kind of hair? What kind of hair? Long and black. So, long, black. Both these words are the adjectives. Long, black. Both are telling us about hair. Children, you must know that there can be more than one adjective in a sentence. It is not necessary that there is only one adjective in a sentence. There may be two, there may be three, there may be five adjectives also in a sentence. Okay. That also we'll see in the coming classes. Now see this. Mohan is a hard-working student. Now student is a noun which is already given to you. It is already underlined. And now what kind of student? Hard-working student. So hard-working is the adjective. Okay, so please encircle that. Now, third one. A wedding in the family is a perfect opportunity to know your relatives. Okay, so now they have given us two nouns, relatives and opportunity. So let us deal with them one by one. So let's take opportunity. So what kind of opportunity? Perfect opportunity. Okay. So perfect is the adjective. Please encircle it. Then relatives. So whose relatives? Your relatives. So your is the word telling us something about the relatives. So your is the adjective. Encircle it. Okay. Fourth sentence. The holy river Ganga is very polluted now. Okay. The holy river Ganga. Now river, Ganga, both are the nouns. Do you remember something I told you when I was teaching you nouns? River is the common noun and Ganga is the proper noun. Okay. Now we have to find the adjectives. So first adjective which is very clear is holy. What kind of river? Holy. Okay, so holy is the adjective. Now polluted. What kind of river? Polluted river. So polluted is also the adjective. Okay. Now, so we have two adjectives here, holy and polluted. Fifth sentence. Every teacher wants to see tidy work. So work is the noun. Now what kind of work? Tidy. So tidy is adjective. Okay, is an adjective. Now that car is beautiful. Car is the noun. Which car? That car. So that is telling us about the car and that is adjective. These are his paintings. Paintings is the noun. Whose paintings? His paintings. So his is the adjective. We will reach home after 2 weeks. Weeks is the noun. So how many weeks? 2 weeks. So 2 is the adjective. Okay. I hope the concept of adjectives is clear to you, children. Okay. Now we come to the kinds of adjectives. Now, kinds of adjectives, we have adjective of quality, adjective of quantity, adjective of number, demonstrative adjective, interrogative adjective, and possessive adjective. Okay. So let's first of all see adjective of quality. An adjective of quality describes the quality of a person or thing. See, just now we did some sentences and in many of the sentences I told you what kind of. So when this question, what kind of, is answered in a by a word, then that is adjective of quality. If we are getting the answer to the question, what kind of, okay, if I say blue car, then what kind of car? Blue car. So blue is the adjective of quality. Okay. Now see here. The teacher asked me a simple question. Question is the noun. Okay. Now what kind of question? Simple. Simple question. So simple is the adjective of quality. Difficult question. Difficult will also be adjective of quality. Second sentence. The lesson was interesting. Okay. What kind of lesson was it? Interesting. So interesting is adjective of quality. Okay. The bag is colorful. What kind of bag is it? Colorful. So colorful is adjective of quality. The bangles are lovely. What kind of bangles are they? Lovely. So lovely is the adjective of quality. Okay. Now, next we see adjective of quantity and adjective of number. Now, adjective of quantity and adjective of number, to understand them, I want you to knock your mind and just think of what you learned when I was teaching you nouns. I taught you countable and uncountable nouns, children. Do you remember countable and uncountable nouns? See, countable means those which can be counted. Like pencils, you can count chairs, you can count fans, you can count walls, you can count houses. Okay, there are so many nouns. You can count bottles, you can count people. So there are so many nouns which can be counted. They are countable nouns. Now, what are uncountable nouns which cannot be counted? So, what cannot be counted? Water. And what was the clue I gave you to know what is countable and uncountable? I told you just try to put one before it, one or two or three. So can you say one water, two water, three water? No. So water is uncountable. Yes, one glass of water is countable. Okay. So water is uncountable. Sugar is uncountable. Milk is uncountable. Okay, I told you furniture, money, all this is uncountable. Okay. So now why I am telling you this? When you talk about adjectives of quantity, you are dealing with actually uncountable nouns. And when you talk of adjectives of number, you are dealing with countable nouns. How? I'll tell you just now. See these examples. An adjective of quantity specifies the quantity of a thing. Children, when we can count something, then it's not the quantity, it's the number. When you can count something, you can count the number. Even if it is 3,000, 3 million, okay, then also it's countable. And when you cannot count something, then it's quantity. Okay, it's quantity. Now, see this sentence. Give me some water. Give me some water. Now, water is uncountable noun. I just told you, you cannot say one water, two water, or three water. So, some water. So, adjective of quantity. How much? Adjective of quantity answer the question how much. Okay. So, how much water? Some water. So some is adjective of quantity. There is enough sugar in the jar. So how much sugar? Enough sugar. So enough is the adjective of quantity. She added some honey to the milk. So how much honey? Some honey. So some is adjective of quantity. And honey is uncountable noun. You cannot say one honey, two honey. Yes. Okay. One bottle of honey, one teaspoonful of honey, that is countable. She has got much relief. Can you count relief? How much relief? Okay. You can't say one relief, two relief, three relief. No. So relief is also uncountable. So how much relief? Much relief. Okay. So much is the adjective of quantity. Okay. Now in the same sentence, see the first sentence here, give me some water. If instead of water, I write here toffees. Suppose I write here toffees, or I may write here pencils. Give me some pencils. Now, pencils are countable. So some pencils can be 4, 5, 10 or 20 or any number. Okay. So here some is adjective of number because it is coming with countable noun. Okay. So you have to know this. You have to remember this. Okay. Adjectives of quantity will always have uncountable noun and adjectives of number will always have countable nouns. Okay. So let's see here adjective of number. Several people got into the train. So how many people? Several. People are countable. You can count even millions of people. Okay. So several people. How many people? Several. So several is adjective of number. Okay. Then there are 40 students in this class. So how many students? 40. 40. Of course, students are countable. So 40 is the adjective of number. I have 3 pens. You can count pens. And how many do I have? 3. So 3 is adjective of number. He has 1 box. So how many boxes? Only 1 box. So 1 is the adjective of number. Okay. So adjectives of number answer the question how many. Adjective of quantity answer the question how much. And adjective of number answer the question how many. Okay. So I hope you have understood the concept. Okay, there's one more thing. See this sentence. I'll tell you. See this sentence. Yeah, here. The 5th boy in the row is not in proper uniform. Now 5th boy. Boy is a noun and it is countable. You can count the number of boys even if there are many. Okay. So now we are saying the 5th boy. We are not saying 5 boys. We are saying 5th boy. That means 5th in number. Now this again is the adjective of number. So when you are talking about these ordinal numbers as first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, okay, these are called ordinal numbers. So when you are talking about these ordinal numbers also, then these are adjectives of number. Look at this sentence, the third seat. Seats can be countable. Seats are countable. Okay, all the seats in a cinema hall or in the auditorium are countable. So third seat. Okay, third in order. So third is again the adjective of number. Then so both the ordinal numbers and the cardinal numbers. What are the cardinal numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are cardinal numbers. And first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, these are ordinal numbers. So both the cardinal and ordinal numbers are adjectives of number if they are used to describe. Okay. So there are 2 packets in the cupboard. So 2 packets. How many packets? 2. So this is adjective of number. Okay. Uh, okay. So children, see here. I'll tell you one more thing. Use of much and many. Now, what is the difference? Much, what did we say? Adjective of quantity answers the question how much. Adjective of number answers the question how many. So, many stands for countable nouns and much stands for uncountable nouns. Have you got it now? Okay. So, we cannot say much people. That would be wrong. Okay. Many people is correct. People are countable. So many goes with countable nouns and much goes with uncountable nouns. Okay. See here. There is much work yet to be completed. Now work is uncountable. Can you say one work, two work, three work? I have three work to do today. No. Okay, work is uncountable. Okay, you cannot count work. So there is much work. Now much goes with uncountable nouns. There is much arrangement to be made. Arrangement is again uncountable. So much arrangement. There are many ladies in the room. Now ladies are countable. So many ladies. He attended to many customers. So how many customers can be counted? So many customers. Okay. Now one more thing, much and many both refers to more in number or more in quantity. Okay. When suppose you organized a party. Okay. If suppose only 4 people came to your party, then you will say only a few people came. Okay. If suppose 100 people came to your party, you would say many people came to my party. Okay. So uh, much also stands for more in quantity and many stands for more in number. Okay. Now, use of few, a few, little, a little. Now, again, I must tell you, few stands for countable things, countable nouns, and little stands for uncountable nouns. Few for countable, little for uncountable. Okay. So few for countable, little for uncountable. So now what's the difference between few and a few? See, few means hardly any. Hardly any means uh, suppose there uh, is only one toffee left in a jar. So what would you say? There are few toffees left in the jar. Few toffees means hardly any. And a few means there must be 4, 5, 6 or 7 toffees there. So a few means some. Okay. Less but some. Okay. And few stands for countable nouns. Now little, again the same thing, hardly any. So little means suppose a patient is there in the hospital and the doctor tells that there is little hope of recovery, then this little hope, okay, hope is uncountable. You can't say 1 hope, 2 hope, 3 hope. So hope is uncountable. Okay. Now, and of course hope is the name of a feeling, so of an idea or feeling, whatever you can say it. So hope is an uncountable noun. Now, when we say little hope left means there is actually no hope, hardly any. Okay, actually no hope. And when we say there is a little hope left, then a little means 20%, 25% chances of recovering. So a little means less, but some. There is some. Okay. So that's it about a few, little, a little. Let's see some examples. He got little help from his friends. So little help from his friends means almost nothing. No help. He didn't get any help from his friends. She got a little help from her friends. Now that means her friends helped her in some way. Okay, some help she got. Now there were few people in the auditorium. Few people means hardly any. Hardly any. And there were a few people in the auditorium. That means there were some people. Okay, there may be 5, there may be 6, there may be 7 or 10, but there were few people, a few people. Okay, less, but of course less in number, but yes, they were. So that's the difference. Now children, I think we have done enough for today, and tomorrow we'll study further and we'll do some exercises also. So let me stop sharing. Yes, so we have done enough for today. And if you have got some grammar book, you can try out, do some exercises related to adjectives of quality, number, and quantity. And yes, of course, I'm going to give you some exercises tomorrow. And so till we meet tomorrow, just take care of yourselves and everyone around. Help your mom and dad, and do something which gives you happiness also, but study. Okay.